Text. Shout out to y'all. Len sometimes to just say he doesn't know. Nothing's wrong with not knowing.
Just say it. Okay, say it, Len. Say it, I don't know. Say it, Len. Just say
Can't.
Yeah, just say it. Say it.
I don't know what.
No.
Inda Barimini. Welcome to Podcast and Chill Uncut. This is where we dice and slice.
Nah, dude, that was
Comments.
flat. It's like you're an 8-7 now.
That thing is dead.
This guy.
That thing is dead.
Give me some fufa-foom. Some deep heat.
My vuge.
I'm not vendor, so the dialect and the tongue does not hinder the way you do it. It's kind of like because I was checking in the comments. There's somebody who was saying, "Hore, there's a way that I say apartheid. It sounds weird."
Apartheid.
Because
So it's got nothing to do with the dialect there.
it is dialect.
So maybe why
Kyatwenga.
Nyatwenga, that's what? Apartheid.
Khuluma nge-
Gamakala.
Yeah, that one. I don't
By the
know.
nose.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So, yeah, this uncut episode.
Podcast and Chill.
Yeah. We read comments and reply to your comments. Let's go. All
That's
right.
basically what it is. And,
Tiamo says, Len's wit, amazing. Right? Teva says, guys, if possible or allowed, between the two of you, have a small table with the gin bottle on
Boom.
display.
Hey now.
Great minds think alike.
Whoa.
Jeez, I didn't even see that comment.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Len is trolling. Where Mazibu go?
You tried,
I
Len.
love you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks to Kanye. I also subscribed because of her. Look, the interview with Kanye was amazing. I guess to increase the number, we should bring back Dineo Ranaka. I guess you can still get much from her intelligence, but you'll have to hype and advertise the interview on social in order to conglomerate viewer on the podcast. Would you guys want Dineo Ranaka? Dineo was like part of the furniture.
Yeah.
She can come back anytime.
Anytime. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
All
like
right.
Scoop.
Yeah.
Furniture. You might as well get them to sit here by the table.
Musa says they want to make pedophilia and sex orientation now, so those who like sleeping with children will be like, that's how I am.
I think
this
they are
is based
commenting on
the
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. And they're trying to make a comment on maybe like why people, like if you just say it's okay.
Ntwana
It's
says,
just a preference.
been here since day one. Sean Ntwana. Sean Ntwana.
Hey,
once
hey.
again.
Away.
Page says, Mac G is smart. You can tell he does research. I like the leading questions you ask, but you don't impose those views. You're open to new perspective. Keep it up, brother. Thank you, man. I do no research, but I'll take it.
I'm still at the smart part.
For you, I researched.
Look, I was going to get to research. I heard smart. I'm like, huh? Gadala, you are smart, man.
Tabile says, hi guys, let go of Pasta T. Kimang Pasta T. Oh, Pasta
Oh, Tabang.
Let go.
Let go. Never. How?
Soon this podcast will no longer be our little secret, but I'm happy for you guys. What do you guys think about that, actually?
The podcast being a secret.
Yeah.
So it became like, it's just loved by the few followers
Secret
we had.
How? I think I'm lost here.
In terms of like those who know,
Yeah.
really enjoy it, and then there's a whole lot, a lot of people who
That
don't
know.
know.
It's like
They're
there's an
missing out.
intimate circle. You know? Yeah.
Yes.
But the aim is that I think with all the chillers, they wanted us to go big. So either way,
I prefer it.
The intimacy.
Yes. You know, it's like when I was DJing, ne? I preferred playing at clubs where there was like 100 people. Where it was empty, you know, like the bank.
Is that where you got booked?
Because there's a difference. don't act like it was a preference.
And then when you play at
Absence of
stadiums,
the best. The worst is the best.
and then when you play at stadiums, like it's overwhelming because you go on stage and it's like 10,000 people.
How was it when you played at Eminem?
Oh, amazing.
Oh, do you know that he actually opened for Eminem when Eminem was in this country?
Put some respect on my name.
I'll play that thing. Press.
Hey.
He opened for Eminem.
I got Slim Shady on speed dial, motherfucker.
Where is he?
It's our little secret.
was that though? Versus playing maybe at like a Taboo.
It was amazing because I'm a big fan of Eminem, and when I got the call, because 947 was a media partner,
Yeah.
and out of all the DJs, they chose me to play,
To open
for him,
him.
you know, and I was there. I was like, fuck, this is amazing, you know. But obviously, I didn't get to see Eminem because, like, when I finished playing, they cleared everyone off stage. Like, you couldn't see the guy. But like I'm saying, man, like when it's a lot of people, it's overwhelming because there's 10,000 people, but you can't. Like, if you're in the crowd and I saw you, you can't tell. It's just, it looks like dominoes, bro.
Yeah.
And then when it's 100 people, you can see that guy who's going.
Next.
You feed off better from a small crowd than you do a lot of people.
Personally.
Because a lot of people, you try by all means not to suck the energy of the lot of people because there are so many of those.
But don't you look
gestures,
at the ones in
different
front, and for as long as their hands are still up in the air, and you're like, okay, that's all I'm judging from here.
Yeah, the thing is when there's a lot of people, you know you're going to have to play commercial. So the crowd is jumping. The crowd is going crazy.
But that knowledge helps, so you know what to do already.
Yeah, the knowledge helps. But like I'm saying, if I am playing at festivals every week, my set is the same.
Okay.
Because, you know, you got to play.
You like Dobek DJs.
Yeah, you got to play Mqimbini because it's the biggest song, you know?
Okay.
But at a small crowd, you can play, oh, yeah.
You can try something new.
Yeah.
There's room to play around.
Yes, it's intimate. It's like, you know, you can teach the crowd, you can whatever. But festival, hey, chief, there's no time. You gotta rock.
Out.
Yeah, all right, cool. Where's that episode? Oh, I lost it now.
That's actually very interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Okay.
All right.
So are you saying soccer players are doing better now because they're playing with no fans?
Yes.
Type of thing. Actually, that is correct. They are.
You'd say so.
I mean,
weren't you the one who was saying that they need to feed off from the
they do,
the
but
fans,
there are those with, like, you know,
people in the stadium?
So there are those that pressure was mounting on them, like the Pogbas and the. I mean, Pulisic was freaking amazing against Man City.
Yep.
Pogba, since he came back, has been super dope.
Yeah, this will be on your sports podcast.
Okay.
Not yet, not yet.
Yeah.
And Ntlanta says, wrong room. Ntlanta says, Len, noted on your views on taxis not contributing to the economy, but I disagree with some of your views. For example, on fuel, an average civilian pours once a week and an average taxi pours daily. If that is not contributing to the economy, I don't know what is. In addition, the operating costs, OP, are heavy. And to add on to that, they are not even subsidized like Gautrain. With heavy OP comes a lot of compromise. Not forgetting little fee that they charge. Read more. Which is unavoidable. There's always room for improvement, just like any other industry. That's a question for you.
Oh, right of reply.
Since you said taxis don't pay tax.
They don't. And I made the example of we as civilians pay tax and we pour petrol. It's like taxis they operational like fleet vehicles. Because, I mean, if you work for the courier guys that don't deliver gin on time, you're constantly moving around like taxis are. So how are they different from fleet? The operational costs as well are pretty much the same. Because a fleet car is constantly in motion to deliver things that need to be delivered. And courier companies are paying tax, but taxis are not.
Okay, isn't maybe your comment coming from a point of, like, let's say, being jealous? Because at the end of the day, we all would love to be in a place where we don't pay tax, you know, we're a tax-free country. Or
and tax season has been pushed to September. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying, isn't it coming from a point of the I don't want to use the word jealousy, but it's like, because everyone would love to not pay tax. Imagine the money that you'll get if you did not pay tax.
No, I enjoy paying tax, and I'll tell you why. Because if...
Sure, Caesar Lom.
How?
Has he started work?
I don't know.
Oh, the Kaya is closed temporarily. But I love paying tax because it helps.
So much for being at home.
A lot of things.
Umkhaya.
Kuvaliwe kaya.
Casa su casa. Home away from home. I love paying tax because it helps with a lot. The roads, everything, and just making the country.
But like
function.
what Caesar was saying in that episode, if it was implemented correctly.
I suppose. But with the taxis, I am saying, Jorge, like, in terms of their operation, the turnovers that they make, that money needs to be taxed. The same way that courier companies are taxed, the same way that trucking companies and everybody who moves around. Like, I would like to think that a truck that moves goods around actually uses more petrol than a taxi does.
Of course.
All right, here's the next one. Versa says, I've said this before and I'll say it again. After Podcast and Chill started, all of a Sunday, everyone is doing podcasts and try to do what you guys are doing. They can't and won't. You guys are talented. This is talent and professional experience. I appreciate this podcast. You guys are real, purely original, and simple.
Kiss.
What?
Kiss.
What does that mean?
Keep it simple, stupid.
Oh, keep it simple, stupid. But the thing is with this, ne, is when you are at the forefront, because right now we like
Number one.
trailblazers,
Yeah.
right? You don't bear the fruits of thy labor. Or, like what I'm trying to say is like with hip hop,
So
right?
we are Mandela. Other people that are coming are Jacob Zuma.
Yes.
They're gonna get the money from the Guptas and whatever. Now we okay.
Because remember when hip hop started, Bo Amu, Slicker, they were not making as much money
Of
as these
course not.
motherfuckers are.
Yeah.
You know, but they opened the floodgates.
They
And-
open the industry.
You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what we are doing. I don't think we'll actually get to. We'll be known as the first to like make it mainstream,
Yeah.
but to reap the rewards of that, I don't think.
But
We'll be known as
are we
the
gonna-
first
do you
because
think
of the
we'll be
people
forgotten?
who would.
Not forgotten, but like
I'm actually surprised you remember Amu, but anyway.
ammunition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be forgotten. I mean, we've got our chillers, and that's all we need.
Well,
But-
that's if that the people who come after and are able to are honest enough to say, you know what, I was influenced by the Podcast and Chill team.
So
So that's as
influencer.
another way. I'm just saying, if people are
They will
honest enough,
never. They will never.
that's the thing. So that's how you get forgotten. If people are not open enough to say,
The thing is, remember what Kanye said in the interview? She said, "You're always being replaced."
yeah, true.
So right now, there's someone who's studying what we're doing because, like, what we are doing has never been done before. So they're watching. Okay, cool. Oh, so this is how you get brands. Oh, this is what you do. They will perfect it, and then they're gonna like take it to the next stratosphere.
Yeah.
For the Godfather grandchild.
Like now you made an example of like how couples, you know, like you see how a lot of new couples are just taking over on YouTube and you get you said Sibu.
Yeah, like Sibum Panza.
Yes.
Sibum Panza and his girlfriend started the whole
Couples.
couples
Couples
thing on
thing.
YouTube,
Yeah.
right? And let's distinguish, because what I've seen with the comments is that people mistake us for YouTubers. We are not. We're a podcast that lives on YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
And then there's
That
YouTubers.
happens to be on YouTube.
Yeah. And then there's YouTubers that like
That
live-
do YouTube.
That do YouTube.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? So
Welcome to my channel.
Yeah.
yes.
The YouTube content
So he
out
was
there.
the first to do that, right? And now you get this couple Dendlovus. So like let's talk his numbers. His numbers is like 10,000 or whatever when he posts a video. Now the Dendlovus are coming. It's a couple.
And they hit hundreds.
They doing a
Millions.
million.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
They've watched him and perfected it because they
Yes.
saw there was a market for this.
Will Sibum Panza get recognition for that?
That's if they're honest enough to say, you know what?
Who is
That's what I'm saying. If they are not honest enough, if that's the person that they watched and said, "Oh, we should also do this," but if they're us now in an interview and they go, we're just bored and we just decided to play around with the camera," then now it doesn't. You don't give any recognition to the person that you actually watched on YouTube and said, "I was inspired by this person." You just act like it happened like by mistake.
You're reaching, cause lady.
I'm not reaching.
Yeah,
I'm
like
telling
those
the
people
truth.
who get into something?
Tabang agrees with me.
Actually,
Tabang doesn't count.
we said it last week. There's three woke people here.
There's three. Oh wow!
It's. I hear what you say. People need to give recognition, but it's. again, is it forced? Is it?
It's
if
not.
My truth is my truth, and you can't tell me anything about it. Yeah, I just sat in front of a camera and boom, I'm getting 100,000 views or 1 million views.
Yes.
I could have been inspired by Podcast and Chill to do what I'm doing, but I'm just going to say, I just try to record and upload.
Yep.
And that's just that. So
And the thing is, anything that's easy, everybody will do.
Yeah.
And that's why I
this
think...
is easy.
No. That's what I'm getting to.
Oh.
That's why a lot of podcasts will come and go. Because they think it's easy. Until you have to do it.
In fact, do you know
But
that...
you see,
there's-
that's the perfection. Sorry, Lynn. The perfection part is that now you're gonna get people to help you. Whereas it's not easy. It's not easy for us because we have to do all the work. But someone
camera, sound.
exactly.
Yeah.
But then someone is thinking, oh, okay, let's say like a Bonang now.
She can afford.
She can afford
To
I'll
get a sound engineer.
Yeah. Someone will even call her and say, okay, now we've set up everything. Come. All she just needs is that phone call. We are ready. Or we've set up in your bedroom. Okay, wake up. Literally,
she did.
You know. So it's like you have done your makeup. So it's that easy. So people watch you. Whereas you are going, it's not easy because you have to do all of this. Someone else, they have everybody to help
maybe
them.
when she was listening to Podcast and Chill that time, she was floating her own one.
Who?
Bonang.
But what I'm saying is, it's been proven so many times. I feel like we are the sacrificial lambs. And
The first to do it is
we must enjoy it while we're number one, because we're not going to be number one for long.
But also, it's
But you never know.
it's again. Are we Kodak or are we Apple?
Oh, where's my son?
On that note, you're Apple.
No, dissect that. Explain that, Chief. I need a drink for that. Damn it.
Oh, Olympus has also gone down. I don't know if you know, Tabang.
What, the camera?
Yes, they closed shop.
The camera?
Yes, Olympus has closed shop.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why?
There's no demand for them in the market anymore. This is just like Kodak. Kodak became comfortable with making cameras the way they were making cameras, and they sat on their laurels. The same thing happened to BlackBerry as well. They did not innovate and move with the times.
Do you feel like we'll fall into that crap? Do you think we'll fall into that trap as Podcast and Chill, where we're comfortable because we do Mondays and we do a celebrity here and there, and we're like, we're done. That's all we need to do. Now we become the Kodak.
So you see, I think,
And then there's other people who come and they're doing cartwheels while they're doing
On a daily basis. They're doing face beats and the whole shebang, story time.
But because we are surviving with everything that everybody else is doing, and we are across, I want to say 2 platforms, in that it's video and audio, and we're always trying to change. We've let go of the couch.
Not by choice. I had to sell my house, dog. What do you mean?
We've let go of the posters. Like you just innovate. And again, it's
someone who said they missed the couch.
Innovate, and it's
Someone
somebody
said,
did say
they
they
missed
missed
the
the
No,
couch.
but we
couch.
haven't innovated from when we started. We're still doing the same shit.
Content innovation. You see, the reason why I think we are at the point that we are in is because everybody else runs on the trends that are on social media.
And we trend centers. Yes.
Trend centers. What?
Hey, this is grandeur.
Trend centers. We need subtitles in this
You
one.
know, kana what did thingy? Kana what did Eminem say on one song? I'm not following other people's footsteps. I'm making my own. Yes. So we are making our own footsteps because content is king. And content is king digitally.
But who do we look at and say we're also following those footsteps?
Joe Rogan.
Okay.
We're paving our own way, so
Yes.
there is no one to look up to. And that's why I'm saying, Uri, by the time, that's why you're always being replaced. There's someone who's watching us now.
I beg to differ. YFM came and shook the game.
Then they became a codec.
Oh my God.
Grandeur. I think the bottle should just be displayed.
Then they became a
not
codec.
drank.
But then they morphed into an iPhone after that.
How so?
How so?
YFM is still relevant right now just because it does not appeal to you.
Yes, because I'm not of the demographic.
The demographics, yes. Does not mean it's not popping.
Okay.
So you've left that space.
Yes.
If you were saying that about Metro FM, then it would make it would be different.
But I don't understand how, like, it has, because it's still the same. They have no digital footprint, and their target market is digital. Like, those young kids between 18 and 25, everybody's on their phones. And if you go on your phone and don't listen to YFM at all, you won't
But
see it
remember,
there.
phones also have radio. Remember that.
Do you have a radio on your phone?
Yes. There are... Nah, sweetie.
No, a lot of feature phones have radios, not smartphones.
Yeah, no, but there's an app. You can download an app. Yes, radio.
But that chows data.
At the end of
I
the
don't and
My thing is, if you're on radio right now and you don't have a digital footprint, you've lost it. There's no way, like, you can have a radio
True.
show
I
and
totally
I can't
agree
go
with
back
that.
on YouTube and watch it again or listen to it again.
Yeah.
And that's moving with the times.
Times,
you know
yeah.
what's funny? There's a couple of months ago.
But you said the
Ntate Thuso.
mixer that you wanted to buy was bought by YFM.
Hey, okay,
maybe YFM is planning.
Influencers.
Okay.
They want to do podcasts. They're trying to catch up to us now. Ntate Thuso,
Catch
there's-
us if you can.
There's a guy. Daddy, are you there?
Drop that fucking thing of yours.
Oh, by the way,
Challenge them, please.
do you know what that catch me if you can thing?
Utedi.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
I
So he
remember.
was like,
Wiping the floors with his boo.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of numbers.
and everyone.
fresh.
And everyone. So he was off radio for like 2 months, ne? I don't know how long, but he was off radio. He came back. So you gotta bear in mind, he's been off, right? Everybody's been like, yo, where's Daddy? Chilliam, where is he? He comes back and he's killing DJ Spoo with numbers. He's killing his rivals with numbers. And the first thing he said, catch me if you can. When he came back, his first link.
Oh, and there was a car,
Hey!
a revving car, a drop that came with that.
Oh.
So that's why we always say catch me,
If you can, yeah.
But what was I saying again?
I don't know.
We're talking about.
It doesn't
Wasn't it The Rock? It's The Rock, man.
That's a rock.
Yes. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Oh!
I love that line. Next comment.
All right, let's go to the next comment. All right, cool. Let me go back here. And here's the comment. Okay, cool. I'm one of those people that have been watching on YouTube. Guys, I feel so dumb. I'll be listening on iTunes from here on out.
Who was that?
Taxi. That was Basi. Okay. I will always stand this podcast. I've also felt the same way as Len. How do they think they can demand money from an economy they don't pay for? That's taxis. We've done that. The content of this podcast is always very informative. About the taxi strike, I think they are asking for a lot from the government. It's too much, and they aren't even taxed. Shout out to y'all. Len sometimes he just say he doesn't know. Nothing's wrong with not knowing.
Just say it. Okay, say it, Len. Say it, I don't know. Say it, Len. Just say
Can't.
Yeah, just say it. Say it.
I don't know what.
No.
No, but for real, I don't know what.
Just say I don't know.
What?
Just say it.
There are some words Len cannot utter.
Just say
I
it.
don't know is one of them.
Just say it.
It's
I
like
don't
me
know.
saying I'm rich.
No, but you're
You
not.
want the money with that?
But you're not. You can't.
I can never utter those words.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah. Play that thing, please. Bo, 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 bo.
You're making me do much admin. I'm trying to read comments
Oh,
here. We need a
gosh.
producer. Oh, man.
cash.
But wait, I don't know what.
No, you
Okay,
are fine
I don't know.
there.
I don't know. Okay, cool.
How?
I don't know.
I'm helping you.
Okay.
How?
Still looking for other comments.
Yes. MacG needs to interview Tibo Touch.
What is he up to these days?
Soweto TV.
You must work on that twang of yours, ne?
All right, here we go. Some of us are conspiracy.
Just to be relevant.
Okay, this is the last question I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Some of us are conspiracy theorists. That note on data analysis by government. That true. Check how the Chinese has everyone's data. It is massive. IoT, it's massive. They even know a street vendor, not vendor.
Duh.
No.
They even know how a street vendor gets a month, how much they get a month, a day, as they use digital currency. We're moving into the new way of gathering data. A lot of people are naive to understand the full concept. That's true.
Remember my Ada was telling us actually
Yeah.
that like he forgot his wallet, but because he can, or his bank card had been missing or something like that, and because he's got WeChat, literally every service that he needs, he can request pay for it through that app.
Oh, yes.
Remember, if you
Yeah.
check, there was a podcast we did when Maada just came, where we mentioned in China, like they don't leave their house. Like they do everything on WhatsApp. So if
Yeah.
you want to order something, WeChat, you order food. And that's what we're doing right now. Everything's being delivered. You
Delivered.
stay at home.
Yeah.
So Chinese have been
Ahead.
ahead.
Do you think there was a wave of maybe like the world order feeling that they need to reel in the world in terms of gathering data, in terms of what you do, where you are, this, and then this pandemic
I'm
just
trying to
gave
think-
them a reason
Of how to do that.
to do that, because I don't have the pandemic, sorry. You look at Zoom now. Zoom is a thing. Like it's a Chinese company, yeah? Zoom came and killed House Party like that. Because I remember when lockdown started in March, we wanted to do the podcast through House Party.
Yeah.
But 2 minutes, it was Zoom.
This was Zoom.
Now, are you really gonna want to continue doing meetings the same way you were doing them pre the pandemic? If I can just go into a Zoom meeting with you.
Exactly. Like now, I think the question is that do we really have to go back to the office? If we have worked very well via Zoom and like this, everything has worked well for the company. You know, we've achieved whatever projects, we've achieved any expectations and delivered. Is there a need to go back to the office 24/7?
Dude, Zoom is so big. Do you know now they like they partnering, or they somehow another partner for the Premier League?
Hey, I was getting a lot of big ups on this episode, eh?
Oh, so
you're
you're
smart.
watching? Oh, you.
I'm watching the episodes, the comments now.
comments.
Hey,
Because you were smart.
Because you're feeling good now. Oh.
I should have owned it. I shouldn't have said I was chilling with my friends. I should have
was
said I've been thinking.
Like you gave your friends all the bright spark.
Yeah, cool. I think, yeah.
Yeah, man.
The comments are pretty much the same.
It's all big
They're
up to
all saying
MacG.
big ups to MacG.
Big up. Thank you for.
I'm screenshotting this one. We're taking this to our next when you approach a brand. We're like,
MacG
look,
smart.
look how great this guy. Look at the comments.
Testimony.
An influencer of note. Oh wow.
Not resting on your laurels.
Anyway, what do
See,
you want to
that's
say?
you innovating, you see?
Yeah?
That's you innovating yourself.
You're a game changer.
From Kodak to Apple.
Hey, now.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you want to say in closing?
Yeah. Subscribe, like, comment, and yeah. Welcome to all the new chillers.
Yeah.
And one love to you guys. We wouldn't be us without you.
100%.
On the road to 50K. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at Podcasts with MacG on
Podcast
Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah.
Ghost Lady heads that account. So if you want to send a dick pic.
Delete.
What do we get?
It's gonna get lit on
We
the
get
DMs,
Tabang's
baby.
leftovers.
Yo. Stock takers.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man. We love you guys. We out here, man. Podcasting
Boom.
you.
Peace to the streets.
Podcast and chill. Matt G, the Ghost Lady, and Len Moleko.